So today is about E, and in educating on sugar, there's probably a lot of information that you can find as we continue to add data and research to our site. There's all sorts of great information out there about what sugar does and does not do for you, and the damage that it can cause to your body, health, mind, soul, all that good stuff. We will be covering a lot of different areas about sugar so you can kind of just understand its relationship with you and how it impacts your body, because information is power and knowledge is power. It might help you think different thoughts as you approach your day. It sometimes will sink in, it sometimes won't, but it's always nice to have more clarity and more information on how things affect your body. But we're going to just cover the things that I think are most important. Today we're just going to talk really generally about how sugar impacts your body. So first of all, sugar really spikes your insulin up, and your pancreas in your body makes more insulin the more sugar you eat. This is why a lot of people get type 2 diabetes if they have a really high sugar diet. My father, who is dead and died at 53, got type 2 diabetes when he was 14 years old due to his sugar intake. So it's something that type 2 shouldn't happen, by the way. It's 14 years old. Juvenile diabetes, which is actually a very different kind of thing, blows out your pancreas and you have to take insulin, and it's a really sad thing. He blew out his own pancreas before he was even an adult. And so that pancreas works very, very hard to make it so you don't get poisoned or overwhelmed with too much sugar in your bloodstream. Your brain needs sugar. It actually uses glucose to function. It likes to break down more complex foods to make it sugar so that it doesn't spike and give you all of that intense brain fog that can come with really crazy out of control sugar levels. So what I wanted to explain is a couple of things. First of all, when your pancreas is working overtime, obviously it increases your chances for diabetes. It also makes it so your blood sugar, it has to get regulated constantly. It never has a chance to rest. The other thing that you need to know is that insulin is the fat storage hormone, which means if you're eating sugar, that tells your body it's time to start storing fat. We have too much sugar in our blood. Let's pack it up into fat cells and we'll store it away for some time when this person eventually stops eating so much. But that never happens. So the thing about the fat storage hormone is actually this is why low carb and no carb diets often work and enable people to lose weight even though they're eating enormous amounts of fat. Because we know that dietary fat does not equal body fat. For a long time in the 80s and 90s, everybody just thought fat was fat. You don't eat fat, you don't get fat. Not really entirely related, because then here's these diets where you're eating tremendous high fat, but you're not ever eating anything that spikes insulin. You can't get fat without insulin because insulin is the fat storage hormone. So don't spike your insulin, you don't get fat. Also, obviously it's about how much insulin and how much calories have to be stored on a regular basis with that. So keeping a more even blood sugar makes a tremendous difference. So please understand that blood sugar really affects your well-being as a whole. And I'm not just talking medically because I'm not allowed to and I'm not your doctor, but I am telling you that you know if your blood sugar is out of whack, your mind and your body are out of whack. So this helps us to regulate when we eat less sugar, and we just have the basic education that, wow, anytime I eat sugar, I'm essentially cueing my body to start making fat. Consider that the next time that you think, I'm not going to eat my protein first, because that is one of the ways in which we try to keep your blood sugar level and try to keep that wonderful fat storage hormone from doing its job just a little too much. So think on that just for a little bit, answer the questions, and we'll see you tomorrow.